everybody. Welcome to Little Wild Things Indoor Farm. We're here in Northeast Washington, D.C., and this is really the heart of our operation, our headquarters. This is where we grow about 30 varieties of microgreens and shoots. And as you can see, they're all growing here today. Interesting fun fact about our operation here, this building used to be a parking garage for our landlord, the neighboring hardware store. And you can even see the yellow lines on the floor here where the parking spaces used to be. So we renovated this building in partnership with the hardware store, and now this is our home. And we designed it specifically for our needs. So we have humidity control, temperature control, and all the things that we need for our microgreens. You can see many different varieties growing here, everything from sunflower shoots and pea shoots, which we make into salad greens, to finer herbal varieties like shiso, amaranth, fennel, Thai basil. Different types of basil is a really popular microgreen. And they all have different needs as it relates to watering. We do have an automatic irrigation system here where everything is bottom watered. But we do grow all of our microgreens in soil. So we're not a hydroponic operation. We are a soil-based operation. We are also certified naturally grown, which means that we use absolutely no chemical or synthetic pesticides or fertilizers of any kind. We use sustainable methods, and we have a partnership with a local veteran-owned business who picks up and composts the soil, and I'll show you that in just a minute. This is sort of the retail shop. Right now, because of COVID, we don't have folks coming into the shop, so they pick up their orders with a contactless pickup system in our front entranceway. But we do have, products here for sale that folks can buy. And let's see here. We have a retail cooler here where people used to be able to get grab-and-go salads, but we're not doing that right now. These are all the greens. Here are some fennel, Thai basil, mustard, amaranth, shiso, celery. We have a superfood blend, which is broccoli, cabbage, and kale, more Genovese basil, mustards, all different kinds of things here. We also use this area to grow our flower starts for edible flowers. Right now, most of those have gone to the outdoor farm, but we do use a different type of lights for those. Everything is LED lights. They're all on timers. The timers are on for 16 hours a day, which we've found to be the optimum amount for the growth of our microgreens. This is our packing and production area over here. So you get to see what we do every day here on the whiteboard. And then Amanda and Aubrey here are just packing some of our wholesale orders right now, some pea shoots. Back here is where we store our bulk soil that we're going to use for planting. All of the planting, packaging, and harvesting happens right here in the production area. We do also have the capability to capture the condensate water from the HVAC system, which is kind of interesting, so that we can reuse that water in the tank that's right behind you. This is our production area. We try to stay very organized, use lean farming principles. Everything is done in the most efficient way that we can find. So we do have everything labeled. We've got our labels, our bagging machines, our scales, all of our packaging supplies, all of our clamshells, cleaning supplies, harvesting supplies, knives, etc., all stored here. Let's see. In the back here, we just sent off all of our salad share deliveries, but this is where we store all of our coolers. We have ice packs. We have farmers market supplies. All of our, essentially overflow supplies are stored back here and along in here and all back here. These are the bins where we do compost all of the soil after we've harvested the microgreens. These are collected every week. And of course, we have to stay fit farmers, so we have our little gym section over there. And behind the gym, we have our walk-in cooler, which is a CoolBot style. I'm sure a lot of farmers will be familiar with that. But that's right in here. This is where we keep all the microgreens nice and cool. And I mean, you can show that if you want, but now there's not as much in there because we just delivered everything for the week. So that's our cooler. This is sort of this is the station where we have all of our containers and trays for planting. Everything gets washed in our washing station. We got wash, rinse, and sanitize. All of the nursery trays are obviously washed and sanitized between each use, and then they're stored over here. Again, because we did just have some packing happening this morning, we've got a whole big pile of dishes that we need to do later in the day. And then over in this corner, this is another 10 by 10 room where we store all of our seeds, and it's temperature controlled, so it's at a lower humidity and lower temperature, and that's all of our bulk seeds. And then we do keep the seeds that we work with on like a day-to-day basis every day when we're planting, small quantities of seeds over here in a drawer system, just so that every time we plant, we don't need to go in there and fill up our seed containers. We have this is like our team headquarters area back here in our office area. We've got where our team gathers. We have a lot of tables set up here now so we can keep socially distanced as we have our team meetings. And of course, a lot of that also happens virtually. So we don't usually gather as a full team. A few of the members will always be virtual, and that's just for safety with COVID, but also just because we have different schedules. Haley, our production manager, is hanging out in the office area. And that's where we do all the magic with regard to planning our production schedules, interacting with customers, and all of that kind of great stuff. And then lastly, we have over here our germination area. And this is where all the microgreens go once they've been planted. They stay here in stacks, and they're managed on a daily basis for their, their humidity and all of that for their germination. And they stay on average about 4 to 5 days in here, depending on the variety. And then when they've germinated, they move under the lights. And on average, they stay under the lights for 13 days. That's a weighted average. Every variety is different. We're here today at the Carmelite Monastery in Northeast Washington, D.C., which is the location of our outdoor farm. So I'm going to take you guys on a little tour of the farm right now. So this is a really special place. Not many people know about it, but it's really just a beautiful slice of nature tucked away here in the middle of the city. We call it the secret garden. And here we are. We have our 2 caterpillar tunnels where we grow edible flowers and greens year-round. Throughout the whole winter, we're able to grow violas here, and also dianthus and a few other varieties that we overwinter that will then bloom in the spring. Right now, we still have some of our late summer crops like the sunflowers and the baby greens. And all of these go into our Salad Share CSA program. We deliver to about 300 houses every week here in the Metro DC area. And then the main part of the garden is here within this fence line. And this is where we actually started the farm about 5 years ago, underneath the grapevines. And here we are. So it's a pretty small farm, but we are able to produce a lot here. As you can see, we're in an urban neighborhood here. So we have houses, neighbors. Our neighbors actually know us, and they help us out when we have irrigation leaks. They text me, so it's actually nice to have urban neighbors here. But we have all different kinds of edible flowers growing here. You can see dahlias, zinnias in the back. We have gem marigolds, borage, celosia. We have some perennial beds here. We also grow some specialty flowers and herbs like fennel flowers. We have some nasturtium in the back. We're doing some cover crops with buckwheat. Basically in the back there we have some fall greens. We're in a transition season right now between the summer flowers and the fall and winter flowers and greens. So here at this location, we only grow edible flowers and salad greens. And this is really it. We've got also marigolds, more zinnias, basil buds in the back there, and that's about it. We can continue the tour back at the indoor location. So this is our order management system, and we have a tagging system so that we know which orders are going out on any particular day and what type of orders they are, whether they're for home delivery, pickup at the farm, or our salad share program. And then we have a nice feature that we use. It's just a pick list. So it shows you how many of each product you need to prepare, and then you can collate those into the different orders that you have. So it's a really nice system, and it works great for us, and we use it pretty much on a daily basis to manage our orders. These are our deliveries. This is happening right now in real time. So like I can tell you that right now Amael is on this task. Wow. There's 4 drivers on duty right now. And we get, Caitlin is in transit. She's on 8 of 66. Amael's already on 13 of 67. And these are where all our folks are delivering to today. All around the DC area, lots of them here. So it's pretty cool. Some of the things that are great about this software is that our customers do get notifications. So they get a text when your driver is en route, and it says, good morning, your salad share is on its way. And then when the salad share has been delivered, they get another text notification. So they do get notified, and they can interact with us, so we'll get responses to the texts. We can interact with the drivers, and we can see where every driver is at any given moment, and so it's a great system. And honestly, we wouldn't be able to do the deliveries without it, so. And that wraps up the tour of Little Wild Things. Thank you so much for joining us. If you'd like to learn more, check us out on Instagram at Little Wild Things Farm or at our website, littlewildthingsfarm.com. We hope you enjoyed the tour. Thank you.